If you're not growing as smoothly and quickly as you'd hoped, if you feel like you're constantly working, but also constantly drowning in overwhelm and you're not actually making progress, it is almost certainly due in part to your calendar. Give me 3 minutes and I'm going to show you the number one way your calendar is blocking your growth and what you can do about it. Now, raise your hand if what you see on the screen looks familiar. Your week feels a little bit frantic. It looks overwhelming and it's filled with too many check-ins, people dipping into your office to grab 5 minutes of your time, and it's never actually 5 minutes. Precious mental energy lost putting out random fires that keep popping up, and somehow you have to be involved in putting them out. And hours lost responding to emails and what I like to call the tyranny of the urgent, other people's urgency being sent into your life via your inbox. These are called low leverage activities, and they are the biggest sabotagers of nonprofit leaders' ability to grow their nonprofits. These type of activities keep you in the weeds. They keep you looking down and into your organization. But your job as a leader, especially if you want your organization to grow, is to look up and out. You need to be thinking about where the organization is going, what success looks like, how to get there. And to do that, you need your calendar to actually look like this, organized around 4 types of work. These are called high leverage activities. These are the activities that most directly impact revenue and impact. Revenue and impact. When you pull the lever over here and do one of these activities, revenue and impact go up over here. That's why they're called high leverage. And there are 4 core ones to think about. Relational fundraising, network expansion and strategic partnerships, strategic visioning and planning, and thought leadership. You want these to be the core focus of your calendar. For every hour that you spend in a week, the return on investment in terms of revenue and impact is outsized. What does this mean? What will this get you? You will have stronger relationships with supporters and donors and funders and people in your community. And that will translate directly to more donors, to more supporters, to bigger gifts, money that grows over time. You and your team and your board, the people under the tent with you, will have a clearer picture of where you're going and why and how to get there. This will create less friction on your team, easier ownership by your leadership team, and faster, smoother movement towards the outcomes you are all excited about. You will have a stronger inner organization over time. And finally, you're going to have a wider, stronger network of people that just love what you do. They get it. They want to be part of your landscape and your ecosystem. And that translates directly to more impact, more ambassadors out in the world, more constituents, more people who have been impacted by your work, new fans participating in and sharing and expanding your impact, more impact over time. The result is that the more of these that are included in and prioritized in your calendar every month, the easier and faster and more sustainable your growth will be. Conversely, the more time you spend on low leverage activities, the more your calendar looks like this, right? Instead of this. The less of this that you're going to have. The slower and more painful your process of scaling will be. Think about it this way. You're on a path out in a forest, and your role, increasingly as you grow, is to be above the trees, looking way down the path and strategizing about how to get down that path quickly and efficiently. High leverage activities are the things that are like a jet boost down the path. The alternative, low leverage activities, is like you on the forest floor, plodding along, tripping over rocks and tree stumps and pushing your way through tangles of weeds every day. And I know that's what it can feel like. So every month, when you sit down to map out the activities and tasks and work that you're going to focus on, block time in your calendar for these 4 activities, right? These green ones are network expansion. The blue ones are deep, meaningful work, building your team's capacity and ability to hold their own work. The pink boxes are deep work, strategy, visioning, right? Thinking about where you're going. And the gold is connection. It's relational fundraising, relational partnership, right? You want to make sure these are in your calendar and prioritized every single week. So I hope that this was helpful. And if getting out of the weeds of your organization and figuring out how to actually use your time for high leverage activities that fuel your growth and make you sustainable, that sounds like something you could use help with, then you should definitely grab your next level game plan by clicking on the link below. I will ask a few questions and then you'll get a report outlining where I think you should focus your energy in order to grow. And I'll share the specific ways that I can support you depending on the size and nature of your nonprofit.